One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's in open space downfield. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Drones. Caught behind the line, it's Bennett. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Might be changing the route. Going right to work up top. He's going to go for a big one. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in cover.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Moore will throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it! All out of space.
responsibilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unleashes one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
It's a seam wide open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Drones. That's caught, it's Selden. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's loose. 10. Touchdown, Hokies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Running back searching for a hole. Wide open spaces. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll run play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Quarterback may change this route. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's knocked down.
And 4th and 2 is a little bit harder than 4th and 1, but you practice these 2-point conversion plays every week. It's an important part of the game, so you should have some confidence on the 2-yard line of a play you can run to be successful.
And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with the field goal, but a touchdown here gives you extra cushion. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. It's quarterback.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. He fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
He's going to run it. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. Quarterback adapting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Power football with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Drones. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quarterback's got the first. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. The Hokies are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's
pretty much what just happened there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. Still on his feet. Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get him down at the 35. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore to the air. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires left. Pulls it in. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Ducks! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Finds a little space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Drones. Lets it fly. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He spins that thing down the middle. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to see the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Throwing on the run. He makes the catch inside the 25.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Working that left side now. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's second and goal. Using his feet. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Drones. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Quarterback extends the play. Got his man to the left. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. They just keep firing, using his legs to buy some time. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incomplete.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's low. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Moore will throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires on the move. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Crosses the 30. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And that's exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the ground with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Moore to the air. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Hughes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Moore will throw. Good timing on the quick out. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
Leaves it with the back. There he goes! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Drones. Moving away from pressure. Slings it downfield. It's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they're after him.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds a tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He's got him. Touchdown, Hokies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off-play action on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. The offense changing the play. Moore to the air. Finds his man. It's Moore. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Caught near the sticks. It's low. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Quarterback on the keeper. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moore to the air. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Complete downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, it's Drones. The short hand, it's Green. There he goes. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They'll run it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Back to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
Quick completion on the out route. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Third down is money down. You've got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Moore will throw. He fires to the left side. He's got it on the outside. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. That last chunk plays one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got room to work. Inside the 45. Lots of running room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Paul.